Victory Monday. It is Victory Monday. The Eagles won 37-20, looking like the juggernauts of the NFC. Let's go ahead and listen to the Eagles fan, Gilly. Let us know how the Eagles Nation is feeling about our main MVP, Saquon Barkley.
Oh, let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I need this touchdown, Saquon! Let's go! Who the fuck they thought we had? Charles Barkley? Gnarls Barkley? I'm going crazy. These niggas crazy for fucking with me. I was in, he's ran for a done. That nigga just ran like 80 yards. Cause they was doing too much. Not a Giants, not a Giants. They dumbasses sick. Cause they watching Saquon do this shit. And them niggas ain't shit. The owner, that nigga is crazy. Them niggas is crazy. Them niggas is crazy. They can say he's quiet to me. Play with y'all bitch ass niggas. Fuck wrong with y'all niggas. He said I ain't gonna be able to sleep if you go to the Eagles. Well, bitch, don't sleep. Don't you get a fucking minute of rest.
And now you remember what he said.
What's the latest? Just on the Saquon thing.
I just got a text that Chicago's driving the price up and Philly's out. I don't know if that's true or not. Which I don't know. I'll make a couple calls. I don't even know if that's gonna happen, but
I'm gonna have a tough time sleeping if Saquon goes to Philadelphia. I'll tell you that. As I've told you, just being honest. I've been around enough players. So, but he's the most popular player we have by far.
yeah.
I was born to be a fighter, had these dreams and desires. I would be something better, energy, got a fire in my soul to keep burning, a pain that keep hurting, a curse is emerging, feel the thirst, keep on working, I won't stop, I won't quit, to the top of this shit, I get lost in the work, sweat dripping, not a bitch, I get mad, I get pissed, I get after this shit, hit the gas, feel the grip, adrenaline, never miss, I'm not patient, but I've learned to embrace it, cause I've been working, I've been waiting, never complacent, cause I'm so close I could taste it, want it away from everything I've been chasing. I'm honest and I promise that I got this. I'm launching, all I've wanted has been exhausting. I'll teach you how to harness, control the conscious. You got this, yeah you got this, you gotta want it. Life ain't fair, are you gonna win or will the place scared? I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah you must beware. Got 'em like hey, I will not
So it is. Fly, Eagles, fly. Till next time. I love all you guys. Thank you for supporting the channel. And go Birds. Like,
I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, and you must beware. Got 'em like
what is up? What is up, Eagles Nation? It is a Victory Monday up in the building. It's your boy BIRDGANG31. You know, Victory Monday, feeling great, feeling excited. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a blessed day. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that post notification bell for more Eagles content. I just want to get out here and talk to the nation one-on-one about this Eagles victory we just had yesterday, man. It was amazing to watch. It was a great game. And now the whole league is on notice about the true MVP, Saquon Barkley, baby. Saquon Barkley is a heaven sent. Thank you very much, G-Man, for bringing up the best player in football, man. I love it. I'm excited. And we're going to talk about this game, break it down. Salute to all you guys out there watching, wherever you're watching from, wherever you're at. Hit that like, man. What up? E-Money in the building. How you doing? Go Birds for show. Go Birds for show, man. Man, it was just a great Sunday. And I can't be the only Eagles fan that has just been so elated about these football games, man. We have been able to watch backups play in the fourth quarter. We've been able to feel comfortably through a win. And it feels like this has been the first time it's been this way in years. The first time in years being able to sit through an Eagles game and not be on the edge of our seats clamoring, please win, but actually feeling comfortable knowing that our team is that team, and that team is the best team in football, baby. The best team in football. Yeah, I said it. The best team in football. I know the Chiefs only got one loss. I know the Lions only got one loss, but hey, guess what? We only got 2 losses. So put that wherever you want to put it, in your pipe and smoke it. Whatever you do with it, just know the Birds are coming this year, and we're coming for that chip, man. How y'all doing today, man? I just want to get some one-on-one. You can do some Q&A. I'm gonna show some clips about some players talking about our boy Saquon. I'm gonna, give my opinion on the game. I'm gonna go ahead and just get us ramped up for this season, baby. Salute to one guy though. Before we get started, I gotta salute to one guy, man. This really breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that my boy BG, Brandon Graham is out for the season, man. Brandon tore his tricep muscle, man. It was hanging at the end of that game, but he had an amazing game while he was in there. Brandon Graham has been one of the leaders on this defensive front and has been doing his thing all season long. So prayers up for you, BG, from BG31. And I hope and I pray that maybe, just maybe, you can get that repaired. And maybe, just maybe, when we're in the Super Bowl, baby, you can come back and play that game for your farewell trip, man. Salute to Brandon Graham out there, man. Much love to him, man. I hope a speedy recovery for him. And that's I just got to get my love out to my boy Brandon Graham, man. But hey, man, it's exciting, man. It's exciting to be an Eagles fan again. It's been a while since we've been able to be this excited. The Eagles went down to LA. We beat up on the Rams. Vic Fangio is now Sean McVay's daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's Sean McVay's daddy. He schools him every time he goes against him. It's amazing. We had 2 of the best receivers in football, Puka and Cup, and everybody was wondering going into the game, how are the young Bucks going to hold against Puka and Cup? And I think Quinyon did get a touchdown scored against him, but that's his first one all season. I ain't really worried about that. But other than that, dude, these boys got locked down. You know what I'm saying? They got locked down. And it was definitely amazing to watch out there, man. I just can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. Like, this report card is exactly how I'm feeling. Everybody gets A's, man. Everybody gets A's. The quarterback, A. The coaching, A. Offense, A. Defense, A. Special teams, A. Everybody gets A's across the board from BIRDGANG31. Man, the dominance, man. We're seeing the Eagles dominate football games again. And it's mostly because our boy Saquon, man. If you don't think he's MVP, listen to our boy, AJ Brown break it down for you, because everybody wants to say King Henry's that guy. I love King Henry. He is a great running back, but it's our boy, Saquon Barkley, that's that MVP. Let's see what AJ had to say about it.
This guy, 26, Saquon Barkley, MVP right now?
I think so. I think he's the best in the world.
Yeah.
And I love Derek. I love Derek. You understand? I think he's the best in the world, man.
Man, you said it. How was that? You got to play with King Henry, Derrick Henry, now Saquon Barkley. Like, how's that been?
I'll tell you this. I literally told Nick probably a couple weeks ago, and I said, right now, I still think Derek is probably the best running back I ever played with. And then he jumps over somebody backwards. And I'm like,
Had to rethink it.
yeah, I had to rethink it, man. And it's just, man, he's incredible, man. Yeah. You know, he's definitely touched by God, man. And he works hard, you know, so. And I had to give him that nod, man. You know, both are really good. You know, I can't wait. I'm not to look past right now, but next week is gonna be a show. You know, I just want to see it.
I'm hoping Derek watches Sunday night, sees what you said, and then maybe he'll talk some trash when y'all play next week.
For sure, Derek knows his love, man. You know, so.
1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna. I just wanna rock.
I just want to rock. You know, our boy Saquon just did something. He made Eagles history. He made Eagles history. We had some really good backs. We had the Brian Westbrook's. We had the Shady McCoys. We had the Miles Sanders. But this boy here, you know what I'm saying, he just broke all their records, man. All of them. All of them. Let's look at it, man. He had 255 yards rushing, my guy. 255 yards rushing. You know, if you can't get hype over 255 yards rushing, I don't know what to tell you. You know, that's better than Shady and the Snowball. That's better than anything we've ever seen wearing an Eagles jersey, my guy. And it's the 9th most rushing yards in a game in NFL history. History, my guy. I'm saying this guy's been nothing but a monster, baby, in the second half of these football games. Monster, you know, putting up monster yards consecutively, man. You know, I know damn well, you know, that the Giants, man, the owner, you know, they just released Daniel Jones, man. They released him. The guy they paid over Saquon, they released him. Now the owner's just sitting there looking like this. Oh man. Everything I thought could happen did happen. Saquon's balling out. Our team sucks. And guess what? I just released Daniel Jones, man. This is Danny Foosdams is no longer a Giant. And now Saquon's balling for the MVP race, baby. I love it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing but love. You know, I am so excited. This guy, man, he's made some hell of a runs, man. Hell of a runs, man. You know, he said, "What up, Lil G?" He said, "Lil G said, I'm an Eagles fan 2024. Beat them Ravens." Yeah, we're going to talk about that on The Truth tomorrow night. It's going to be awesome. So make sure you tap in tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Me and JC definitely going to rap about the Ravens game, man. Chris to the R, what's up, my guy? How you doing? How you been? Hope everything's been great. You know, hope all is good. Hit that like, guys. Hit that like. And, you know, let's just talk about it, man. He says, right now, we potentially have the best quarterback, receiver, and running back in NFL Eagles history. And, you know, now is the time. Now is the time, Chris. Now is the time. And no, you have it right. We do have the best quarterback in Eagles history. We do have the best receivers. You know, I got to put 2 on that. Receivers like you did. You know what I'm saying? In Eagles history. And guess what? We most definitely got the best running back in Eagles history. You know what I'm saying? He's putting on a show out there. You know, this guy is just on a record-setting pace. He's on a record-setting pace, man. Like, this guy is doing big things every single game. You know, he is making 200 yards, you know, a game look average the way he's out there balling now. You know, let's go with the inside of Bird guy. They talk about it with Vinny Curry. Listen what they had to say about it.
MVP, man. I mean, he is every week. What is like in the last 2 games? He got over what?
500 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Saquon Barkley in this game, 26 carries for 255 yards, 302 yards from scrimmage. The most rushing yards in a game for any Eagle ever. The most yards from scrimmage in a game for any Eagle ever. 2 carries of 70-plus yards for a touchdown. The guy has been unbelievable. And as you were chanting when we were doing the watch-along, and we could hear you in the other room, Vinny, MVP, MVP.
I mean, Adrian Peterson was the last guy 12 years ago to take home an MVP award as a running back. And I remember AP just being insane. Saquon feels better. Like, this guy, I read the numbers to Fran right before we came in here. He's had 3 games within 13 yards of 200 yards per game. And then today, like, he's making 200-yard games from scrimmage.
Seem normal.
Yeah. We can't normalize this.
Yeah, man, we cannot normalize what's going on. Look at this, guys. Look at these stats, my guy. Look at these stats. Saquon Barkley, 2024, 223 attempts for 1,392 yards, averaging 6.24 yards an attempt with 10 touchdowns. He also has 27 receptions, 257 yards, and 9.52 yards per catch with 2 touchdowns, my guy. And that's just through 11 games. Let's look at all the other greats. Let's look at AP through 11 games. You know, in 2012, 213 attempts, so he had 10 less attempts. He had 1,236 yards. Okay, a little over 100 yards less. He had 5.8 yards an attempt with 7 touchdowns through 11 games. 35 reception, 185. 5.29 yards with 0 touchdowns. Come on now. That smokes, AP. Let's go to my favorite running back of all time, Barry Sanders in 1997, the best back ever I've ever watched, man. But I knew Saquon was going to be special behind this line. I knew it was going to be some greatness. Let's check him out. 220 attempts, 1,211 yards, 5.5 yards a carry, 4 touchdowns, 20 receptions, 238 yards with 11.90 yards per catch with 3 touchdowns. And then Eric Dickerson, one of the other greats, you know, he had 240 attempts, way more attempts within 11 games in 1984. He had 1,320 yards, 5.5 average, 7 touchdowns, 15 receptions, $110 with 7.33. You know, set single records in rushing, man. Like these guys right here, man, these are the GOATs of running back. You know what I'm saying? These are the GOATs of the running back position. And Saquon is shattering every last one of them. Now you tell me if that's not MVP, baby. You tell me if that's not MVP numbers. You tell me. You explain to me how. You know, and I said this in my podcast with JC. I said this year is going to be Saquon's year to be MVP. You know, I wanted Jalen Hurts the last couple of years. He couldn't do it, you know, and I knew that Jalen Hurts got paid. I knew Smitty got paid. I knew that AJ got paid. I knew that these guys weren't going to be too selfish. Now we do got the tush push that kind of takes away from Saquon. Imagine if we didn't have the tush push. Imagine if we hadn't hit the ball on the 1-yard line all them times. How many more touchdowns this guy would have? This guy would be monster stats right now. He'd be like 17 touchdowns, you know, and people wouldn't even be questioning. They wouldn't be questioning this greatness that we're watching by Saquon Barkley behind a bona fide offensive line, my guy. Bona fide offensive line, man. And he's out there playing football freely, playing football, having fun out there. And it's just amazing to watch. You know, Matt Weeks says, what's up, Matt? He said, prayers for BG. Also, thank you, New York Giants, for Saquon. Exactly, man. Thank you, Giants, for Saquon Barkley. This guy is amazing. And I knew it, man. People were just like, oh, well, you know, we've been 10-1 before, you know, last couple of years. You know, oh, well, you know, we made the playoffs without, you know, Saquon Barkley, with DeAndre Swift, with Miles Willie Sanders. Oh, yeah, we made the playoffs. But the team did not look as good. The running game does not look as clean as it does with a guy like Saquon Barkley. These cats weren't doing 270-yard runs. Do I have to show you guys again how pretty those runs were? This one right here is my favorite run of the game, man. It's amazing.
Barkley behind Hurts. Motion to the near side of the field. This time it goes to Barkley up the middle, across the 40, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 15, 10-5, touchdown! Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, 70 yards.
Shot out of a cannon. He was shot out of a cannon. They creased the right side of the defense. He needs one block to the outside. He gets that, and I think it's Calcaterra. And then it's just a foot race, and you're not going to catch him.
Straight up rock star. Straight up rock star out there. Ball. Man, Saquon Barkley, man. I'm so happy we have him. I am so happy we have him. Man, and I wanted Derrick Henry too in the offseason, but I am so happy we got Saquon. To me, I'm with AJ. Saquon's the best, hands down. Clip it, whatever you want. Saquon's the best back in the league. I don't care about CMC. I know he hasn't been healthy, but even if he was healthy, I wanted to care about him. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about Henry. I don't care about none of these cats. Saquon's that dude, and Saquon's the man that's putting the stacks up this year, and he's doing it amazing. We still got, 7 games left? What the hell's going on? 7 games left. You don't think this man about to go over 2,000 yards rushing? You don't think this man might even go over 2,500 all-purpose yards? You don't think this man might tap the 20 touchdown range? I know it's 10 more touchdowns, but the way he's running, and it's the November-December season where the running game is the most important, and guess what? We run that rock with this offensive line so well, and like he said, if you want to see the tush push, then make sure you don't get tackled at the 1. And I think this man is not going to get tackled at the 1 anymore. I think he's going to score these touchdowns, and I think he's going to be this year's MVP. The Eagles will be in the playoffs. We will get the number 1 seed. I don't care about them Detroit Lions. I hope we see them in the NFC Championship game, but I do not care. We got the best squad. We are the best squad. We're gelling at the right time, and I think the sky's the limit for this year's Eagles team, man. How you guys feel about that, man? I believe. Yes, I do. I believe, man. He says, I can't wait for the Super Bowl win and the chant, thank you, Giants, at the parade. Exactly. Because that is exactly what everybody's going to be chatting in Philly. Thank you, Giants. Thank you, Giants. They're going to be chatting that. You know what else they're going to be chatting? Because that's exactly what we got. We got the MVP of the league. My God, Jalen Hurts keep balling the way he is. He'll be the offensive player of the year. And Saquon Barkley will be the MVP. And they both hopefully will make that all-pro baby this year, first team. With A.J. Brown. Because A.J. Brown's balling too. Don't get me wrong now. Don't get me wrong. A.J. Brown is balling. You know what I'm saying? Even on his down games, he's scoring touchdowns. He's doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just relaxing. He has less pressure on him this year than he's ever had before in his life. He has less pressure this year. I told everybody, adding a cat like Saquon's is going to eliminate pressure for everyone. Eliminate pressure for everyone. We didn't even have Smitty, and we had a double-digit win against the Rams. We didn't even have Smitty and got that double-digit win, my God. And that means we winning without being full strength. We've won numerous games this year, not at full strength, because this team is different. We are built different, baby. We will win anybody. There isn't a team out there I am worried about no more. Even next week with the Ravens, the way our defense is playing right now, I ain't worried. I ain't got no worries. I ain't got no worries. I ain't got no worries. That's what I feel like right now. I ain't got no worries no more with this team. This team is electric. This team is exciting. It's right off the gates. The defense went out there and got the ball back on their first drive. Got the ball. We should have scored. Now, we should have scored. I ain't going to lie on that. We should have scored, but they went out and got the ball back on the first drive, man. I was just at home sitting there like, wow, this is what type of game are we on? We about to go ball out of control. This is what we about to do. You know what I'm saying? Because our defense has been a worry early in the season, but at the last 6 weeks, 7 weeks, man, our defense has been nothing short of a miracle. These young bucks are out there locking down people. It's looking very promising for this year's Philadelphia Eagles team. He said, "Mama, there goes the man again." Right? There goes that man again, Saquon Barkley, doing what Barkley does. And like he even said, like he's able to play free. He's able to have fun. He's able to feel like he's a kid again on that football field. Back at home, doing what he do best, and that's run the rock. He's healthy. Let's hope and pray that he stays that way all season long, because if he doesn't get hurt, guess what? It's a wrap, my guy. It's a wrap, because this is the missing piece. The Eagles figured out their ultimate record weapon, and that is running the ball. Running the ball sets up the play action. Running the ball takes time off the clock. We control the time of possession. Running the ball keeps the other opposing offense off the field. How are you going to ever get hot if you're never on the football field? And even on the short drives where Saquon busts it for 70, that still puts points on the board and makes it so our defense, all we have to do is pin our ears back and attack. I am so blessed, and so thankful for the Giants being complete idiots and letting that guy walk out the building. I am so happy and so thankful of it, because guess what? We could not have him. You know what I'm saying? We could not have him. We could be sitting here, with a whole nother, player. We could have been, doing what the fans want and keeping a DeAndre Swift. What has he done this year? He's had some nice games with 67 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had those type of games. That's what we would have expected from a guy like him. But guess what? No, not with the Philadelphia Eagles, baby. Not when you have the best back in the league. Guess what we're getting? We're getting straight up baller. Saquon Barkley, who's making it easy for everybody. Jalen hasn't had to throw the ball as much, keeping the wear and tear off his shoulders. He took a couple of hits this game I did not like seeing. I will say that for sure. There was a couple of them hits in the game I did not want Jalen taken, but it is what it is. He's going to do his thing, and he's big enough to handle it. So, let's keep on pushing, baby. We're going down the stretch right now. We're going down the stretch where we have to continue this dominance. We got to continue these wins. We got to make sure we do not slip up. We do not hiccup. We do not let nobody catch us. Because the division, we're up, 3 games on Washington, something like that. We're up, 5 games on the Cowgirls. It's amazing right now to be an Eagles fan. We are dominating in every fashion possible. And I hope and pray that this, I always hope and pray, because I know for a fact there will be no slide at the end of the season. Now we just got to hope people stay healthy. Like I said, BG, salute out to you, man. It sucks having you gone. But now we're going to see guys like Nolan Smith, Jalen Hunt. Let's see those guys get up and ball. Josh Sweat been balling out of control this year. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if you're a Sweat hater or a Sweat lover. You got to give him nothing but respect for playing the way he's been playing. Jalen Carter's been nothing but disruptive in that middle. Milton Williams get in there playing with Jalen Carter. They feed off each other. Having a guy to take up the double team like a Jalen Carter. Milton Williams starting to ball out. There was a couple of times I wish, we had, Jordan Davis in a little bit more, because that touchdown run, I don't know how we had Booker in the middle and not Jordan Davis in the middle to stop them from running that touchdown, when they were at the 1-yard line. But it is what it is. Everybody's got to play, and Jordan Davis doing his damn thing, man. The linebacker course looking amazing as always. Nakobe Dean's playing out of his mind this year. I'm so stoked that he's finally getting the respect that he deserves. And he might even get his first Pro Bowl nod, man. We have the best duel of linebackers we've had in years. Salute to freaking Bond. Everybody thought that the Bond thing was a joke, but he's showing you that there was no joke. There was no fluke. It's nothing but balling skills from this guy. He's out there doing his damn thing this year. Our cornerbacks, I want to see. Listen, I want to see a little bit more of Rodgers. Isaiah Rodgers, man. I want to see a little bit more. When it was so funny. Slay went out. Rodgers came in, made a big play right off the jump. Yeah, I know he got torched on a couple of passes, but hey, he still was out there making plays. And I think having more PT time out there, if the Eagles don't re-sign this guy by the end of the year, they're smoking some major crack. Rodgers, Coop the Gene, and Mitchell's going to be our starting cornerbacks. Or if Ringo could come show his worth, we can add him in there too. Let's see what Matt says. Matt says, You know Saquon's the man, especially when Ken Henry even gave him his respect. Yeah, Henry definitely showed respect. And you know, Saquon got one less game than Henry this year. And that's what makes it more impressive. Everybody wants to say King Henry does this, King Henry does that. Let's see what happens when he takes his bye week, you know, and Saquon plays another game, how far away he can separate from King Henry. The AJ has only 39 reception, missed 2 games, and is still a top 10 and receiving yards. Exactly. Because AJ's that man too. When you got nothing but alpha dogs on your offense, who the hell can stop you? Who the hell can stop you? Alphas. You know, pure alphas right now on this Eagle squad. You know, AJ Brown, best receiver in the game, hands down. I'm not even arguing that no more. He's the best. Even though he missed 2 games, he's the best. You know, because what he does, he scores touchdown whenever he wants. God damn it. You know, he got the size, the breakaway speed, you know what I'm saying, the clutch gene. He is all that. You know, Swole Batman's out there doing great things. We got the whole Avenger squad. You know, we got Swole backward, Batman, skinny Batman, and Superman, or as I should say, Super Quan in that backfield, man, with Jay Hurts leading the way, man. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. It's exciting. And like I said earlier in this offseason, like in the beginning of the season, it wasn't true, but I think now that we're starting to gel, Kellen Moore's starting to understand who he has out there and understands how to use these guys. We cannot be stopped. We only can stop ourselves. You know, I said this a long time ago. The talent on offense cannot be stopped. The only person that can stop us is us. The only person that can stop us is us. You know, the talent is too great. You know, how are you going to stop 2 number ones? Dallas Goedert, you know what I'm saying, it's tight end. Saquon Barkley as your running back. How are you going to stop it? There's no one to stop it. I'm telling you, there's no one that's going to stop it. We're going to keep running our way straight to a Super Bowl this year. Everybody get ready to pack their bags and go to New Orleans. For me, it'd be going back to New Orleans since I went to the New Orleans game this year. Going back to New Orleans again to watch this team host that Lombardi Trophy at the end of the season. I know it's early. I know you guys know I'm BG. I'm going to give it to you straight. It's early, but it's going to happen. I promise you guys. I promise you. Stay tuned. Stay locked in. You're going to definitely see it all happen, man. D. Aldrich's in the building. He says, fly, Eagles, fly. Yeah. How you doing, D? How you doing today? You know what I'm saying? Hit the Quan. Exactly. Hit the Quan. That's what he been doing. You know, it sucks. You know, I made that shirt, the Hit Quan shirt, and I hope everybody, you know, if you haven't got it, look at Print Champs. They got it. You know what I'm saying? We sold some shirts. It was good to see people out there supporting the channel and supporting, you know, my merch. But he hasn't even did that move the whole season. That's kind of been a disappointment. That's one thing I am mad about, because Saquon did that move every single time he scored, you know, in New York. You know, if he wasn't doing the windmill thing, he did that move, and that was the Hit the Quan move. But he ain't did it one time as an Eagle. I guess he's moved on to better pastures. You know, I was a beat late on that one. But, hey, guess what? He always hitting the Quan every single week, you know, what he does on that football field, for sure. Yeah, exactly, man. The only way we get stopped is by ourselves at this point. It's the way I see it, for sure, man. It's the way I see it. It's the way, if you're an Eagles fan, that's the only way you should see it. Is that the only people that can beat us is us. You know, the injury bug and us. Because, you know, we've had people hurt and we still keep rolling. Rolling, 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 yeah. Rolling, 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 yeah. Rolling, 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 yeah. That's what we doing. We rolling. We steamrolling this league, my guy. And we can't stop. We won't stop. And we will not ever stop, because I don't see no one else stopping us, man. I'm serious. You know, I see us sweeping the division. You know, I think this Ravens game is going to be, you know, a tough game. I ain't going to say it's going to be a blowout. I don't even know if we're going to win by double digits, but we'll do the one thing. We're going to win this football game. You know, just watching the Rams game, you know, it's like the first quarter, first 2 quarters of the game, you know, you kind of like, okay, these guys are hanging around. And you just see the runs. You know, 3 yards in cloud dust, 3 yards in cloud dust. Okay, nice 5 yard. Okay, there's a 10 yard. Okay, back to 3 yards, back to 2 yards, back to 1 yard. It didn't matter. We kept with it. And guess what? We got the biggest offensive line in football. And as long as those guys are pounding and pounding and pounding and pounding balls on the other guys on that defensive line, it's definitely going to do nothing but open up in the third and the fourth quarter like it's half all year long. And you're starting to see more and more of the Barkley show. You know what I'm saying? I just need to make a show just dedicated to Saquon Barkley right now because this guy, you can talk about him for hours, man. Like, I've never seen him look this good. I never seen our running game look this good. I never seen none of this stuff, look the way it has this year, man. I've been so excited. I am so proud to wear the Eagles shield on my head, on my shirt, because it's BIRDGANG31 for life, baby. And man, I can't wait to see what we do next week. Having those two guys, man, match up one-on-one this week is about to be electric. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Saquon has more rushing touchdowns than the whole Giants squad, man. The Giants have 8 rushing touchdowns. He has 10. And I know you guys know that already, but I love throwing it out there to those Giants fans, making them watch that because they definitely fucked up when they let that boy go. They were tripping. And the key to it is like they released the guy you paid. You released him. He's not even on the football team right now. So now you look double dumb. Because now you let Saquon walk. He's the MVP candidate. And you let go of the guy you paid over him. Now you look like a complete jackass. And I'm so happy to see, their owners just sitting there looking like, oh, shit. Why did I listen to him? I should have put my foot down. I should have did what I was supposed to do. Because now look at him. He's rushing for, he got 302 all-purpose yards with 2 touchdowns. 255 on the ground, and he's catching it. And he's catching the ball. But it's going to shape up for a great matchup this week, man, against these Baltimore Ravens, man. Look at that King Henry, give him love. Go crazy, gangster, go crazy. Because King Henry know that if he want that rushing title, he got to keep pace with Saquon Barkley. And I don't think he can. Lamar Jackson's passing the ball a little bit better. Last couple of games, Henry ain't been getting all explosive like that. And I just think that we're just starting to, we haven't even scratched the surface on how good, Barkley's going to be. Like, imagine him next year even. Like, oh, my God, this is about to be so awesome. We're about to go through a great, awesome time being an Eagles fan. We might see multiple championships, my God. Multiple championships, because with the running game like that, running game wins championships, my God. Good defenses and running games win championships when you got the elite receivers outside like we do. This team is better than the Super Bowl team. The loss, we're better than the Super Bowl team that won. We're better than both of those teams put together. We got a lot of young bucks, one of the youngest football teams in the league. They're only going to do nothing but get better and better and better as the season progresses. Every game they play, they get stronger and stronger and stronger. The vets like CJG say balling out. He's realizing that he has to play better in coverage. He's been playing better in coverage. He's been balling out. Reed Blankenship's been balling out. You know what I'm saying? Slade's been doing admirable. Quignon and Coupe de Jean balling out. This defensive line ball. It's like everybody's gelling at the right time, man. It's looking like the unstoppable force. Man. He said he's doing some film study tonight. Yes, you are. You're doing some film study tonight because you're going to really check it out and see how great this team is. You know what I'm saying? This team is more than great. It's greater than great. Like I said, in this league where all your top flight teams, have weaknesses. All your top flight teams have weaknesses. But where's ours? Where's the Eagles' weakness at? You could have said the secondary. You can't say that no more. You could have said the running game. You definitely can't say that no more. You could say the quarterback, but he's playing more efficient than he's ever played in his career right now. Jalen freaking Hurts is balling out of control right now. So where the hell is this weakness at? I don't see one. And I ain't trying to be arrogant. I ain't trying to be that overzealous fan. I'm just letting you know from what I see when I watch football games on Sunday, my guy. He said, BG, the Ravens receivers not scary. Exactly. Hey, Zay Flowers is a beast. I ain't gonna hate on him. Zay Flowers is a beast. We definitely gonna have to watch out for him. Make sure we keep him in check. But like I said, if we can keep Puka and Cup in check, come on. Zay Flowers and whoever else, Bates, Aguilar, all them other cats, they ain't doing nothing against us. They ain't doing nothing against us next week. It's going to be either the running game, you know what I'm saying? Can these guys continue to hold up front? If they can continue to hold up front, we're going to need Jordan Davis to really step up this week. You know what I'm saying? I know Jordan's been doing like less and less snaps, but he's been more productive. But this is going to be that game that, hey, Jordan, all week you need to know you need to play, at least 50% of the snaps, my guy. 50% of the snaps. We're going against another rushing team. So I'm going to need JD 50% of the snaps. I want you to clog that hole. I want Derrick Henry to run into a brick wall every single time he tries to go up the middle. I want him to run into a brick wall every single time he tries to run up that middle. Because JD's that stuffer, and then with Jalen Carter on the other side, getting after it. Man, I think both of these guys are going to have it, and we're ready for it. We're built for it. We're built for any type of weapon. You want to try to pass on us, we lock you down. You want to try to run on us, we'll shut you out. You try to do anything against us, and we show you that you cannot. With Vic Fangio, it's hitting on all cylinders right now. He's having timely blitzes that's hitting at the right time. You know what I'm saying? He's keeping these guys in the right position. And we got to give our flowers to Vic, too, man. We got to give our flowers to Vic. Vic has been calling a hell of a defense since the bye week, my guy. He's been calling a hell of a defense. And I think, he's still keeping stuff in the bag, for come playoff time. You're going to see even, when you as a team, you got to step up to the next level. I think he will be ready to step up and make even better calls come playoff time. But like I said, we got 6 games left. You know what I'm saying? We still got time, to fine tune this well-oiled machine. We got time to get guys like Jalen Hunt on a football field. Now that BG's down, we already know Sweaty's doing his job. Josh Sweat's doing his job. We got to make sure that Jalen Hunt, Bryce Huff is out too as well. So we got to make sure the guys like Nolan Smith, Jalen Hunt is ready to step into a role. This is a chance for you young bucks to make a real name for yourself, to be a part of a Super Bowl caliber team and help us win a Super Bowl, in your first couple of years as, Philadelphia Eagles, help us step into the light that we need to be in. It help you step into that light that you need to be in. You know what I'm saying? You have to go and dominate like you should dominate. You know what I'm saying? No more excuses about not getting enough playing time, because you about to get a whole slate of playing time out there, man. You about to get a whole slate of playing time. You're going to be out there, you've been doing it, 15, 20 plays a game? Imagine doubling that, because that's what you're going to need with a BG and Huff out. You're going to need to double that. You need to be physically ready to double that and make plays more consistently moving forward, for sure. What's up, Hayward? He said, I shared your podcast in One Team Bird Nation. Thank you. Salute to you, my guy, man. Salute to you. Check him out on Facebook. All my Facebook fans, go check him out. He has a great podcast on him. I'm trying to get him on the network. We definitely need some more shows on BGN Sports Media. I'm trying to get him on the network. Hopefully we can get that happening so we can get some more Eagles shows on the network, so we can keep giving the Eagles Nation, the Bird Gang Nation, what they need and what they want. And that's awesome. Amazing Eagles content from some amazing fans and some amazing podcasters on this Eagles side, man. Salute to you. Hey, hit that like wherever you're at. If you're on Facebook, hit the like. Go check out my boy Hayward. If you're wherever you're at, I see the Twitter groups running hard. Salute to you on X, man. You guys have always been showing up, showing out, man. I salute you guys. Hit that like over there. Share it over, X. Let's get it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you guys knew this, but, last year I got demonetized for, when I was adding my show, The Truth, The Real, on this channel. And we start talking about the shots and whatnot. And YouTube didn't like that. They demonetized me. And I've been trying to work hard to push this content back out, because they definitely throttled me down to a slow halt. guys, and I need you guys' help to help get me back up there. We are a little bit over 100 subscribers away from 10K. I want to hit that milestone this season for sure. I want to be a 10K content creator like the rest of these cats out there. I want to just keep growing, keep building this platform. I know I have not been doing as much one-on-ones with you guys, but guess what? That's about to change. I'm definitely going to try to get up here and at least do one extra show, if not more, what I'm saying, with you guys, to make sure you guys know that I love you guys, man. I wouldn't do this without you guys. I couldn't do this without you guys. You guys mean everything to me, man, and I love doing this for you guys, man. I love, working and talking about these birds with you guys, at every chance that I get, man. So make sure you guys show the love, share it, and let's get people aboard. Let's get this back to where it was before I got deep throttle, where we had 60 and 80 and hundreds in the chat. What I'm saying? Let's get that back up to that number. That'd be great. What I'm saying? But I know that's going to start with me doing more content, giving you guys more things to watch more frequently. And guess what? I'm going to do that, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's get it going. BIRDGANG Nation, baby. BIRDGANG Nation. But yeah, back to this game, man. Like, yeah, it was everything we want to see. What I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of seeing. Yeah, let's take some things I don't want to see, though. Let's take some things I don't want to see. I don't want to see, Avonte Maddox on the field no more. I'm just done. I'm done seeing him on the field. I'm done seeing Maddox on the football field. Yes, get him off the football field. Let's keep him, keep the young bucks rolling. We can go without him on this football team. What I'm saying? Like, just keep him off the field as much as possible. Unless someone get hurt, I don't want to see Avonte Maddox on this football field. I love what Kenny Gainwell's doing, but I would still like to see some Will Shipley. We need to get some Shipley in action, because if we don't, re-sign Gainwell to something big, Shipley's gonna be that next guy up, and I think he needs to get some more reps, moving forward in case we need him in clutch situations, in case we need him, in case some dire thing happens, because everybody knows Gainwell's not no number one back, and there's no slight to him. He's just not, he's a good back, but he's not a number one, and we definitely gonna need two-headed monsters, three-headed monsters moving forward, especially through this November, December time. What else we want to see? Blankenship's still doing great. I would like to see some more Sidney Brown out there. Sidney Brown has hit the field a little bit more too. I like his energy. I like his tenacity that he brings to that football field. The way he likes to hit people. And he can just tell he's a Philly bred player. What I'm saying? So I want to see him on the field a little bit more. Ringo's been doing good when the spotty time that he's got in. I've been seeing him on special teams do his thing. So, what I'm saying? Make sure that Ringo's battling it out and you give him fair opportunity to get on that field. Because, like I said, I think the end of the season, Slay's gone, guys. This is the end for Slay. This is the end for BG. And if these young bucks like Jalen Hunt, Nolan Smith, they can come up, show up, and show out, it might be the end of Sweat after this year. I hope we re-sign Sweat too as well, because he's on pace as being the number one sack getter on this football team. He's not just doing sacks. He's stopping the run. He's making plays when plays need to be made. I do like seeing Sweaty out there doing his thing. He said we need to see more out of the RB. We need to rest Saquon some games. Yeah, I agree. We gotta give him. Even though I think we've done a good job once we got up, letting these guys come play. But let's rotate them in when the game's crucial, because who cares when it's garbage time? You let these guys play. And guess what? You get the backup quarterback in. Let these guys get rep with the ones. Let these guys show their skill with the ones, because your true skill is shown with an elite offensive line. When you're out there with the backup line, not saying that they're trash or nothing, but they're not going to give you the opportunities that this number one Eagles line will give you. And we need to make sure that we're giving these guys the reps, behind this number one offensive line too. So we know what we got, because you can't really see what you got if you ain't put them out there to see what you got. So I agree with you, Hayward. We definitely need to get these guys in front of some people, in front of the number one offensive line, and let them see, we ain't got to give them too many carries in the game, when it's still tight. I still would like to see these cats out there a little bit more, because, I'm at a point where I don't even like seeing Saquon lead the field, to be honest. I'll be watching this game, like, when he put his hand up, I'm like, put your hand down, boy. What I'm saying? Put your hand down. You ain't tired yet. You ain't tired yet. You almost about to score. Get back in there and go finish the deal. But at the same time, this is a very long season, and we need him for the playoffs. We do need him for the playoffs, and I do think we do need to give him a little bit more rest. But I think do that more like maybe the carries when we're not opposing opponent side of the field. Give some carries away then when we're on the opposing side of the field. When we're in that red zone or on a positive plus field, we need to keep feeding the ball to Saquon, letting them get these numbers up because I do want to see him win this MVP. There's nothing more. It's bad enough these guys are crying that their team is trash and their quarterback's gone and their running back's gone, but it'd be nothing more to slap the shit out of the New York little man. You know what I'm saying? Showing that they really fucked up. The year you let him go, he goes out there and he wins an MVP, baby. He wins an MVP. That'd be amazing, man. I hope that's what's happening. I hope, I'm not going to hope. That is what's going to happen. I can see it happening. Oh, what's up, Slim31? Salute to you, babe, for supporting BG31. I love you. Much love to you. Hope you're having a great day at work. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to talk my ish. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. That's what I do. And I know that's what y'all miss. Y'all miss me out here one-on-one just talking my ish. It is one thing watching us, on the truth where me and JC kind of go back and forth with our own takes. But it's one thing knowing getting a full 100% bird gang right at you because ain't nothing coming sweeter than this, baby. I'm telling you, ain't nothing coming sweeter than this. He said, Rocky, what's up, Rocky Foster? He said, do you like Cooper Gene returning punts? Don't want him to get hurt. Well, I think, now that Cubby's back, shout out to Brendan Cubby back, I don't think we're going to see him return too many more punts. I think he's going to be locked in to that whole nickel cornerback spot, and I think we don't have to worry about him returning too many more punts as long as Cubby's healthy or unless Cubby starts sucking it up, which, he did an all right job. I think he has a lot of fair catches this last week. He had a couple of little returns, but, as long as he's doing his job, I don't think we'll see DeJean, returning no punts this year. I mean, no punts the rest of the season. So, we have to do it. It is what it is. But like I said, that's another young buck. Like, I've never been a guy that was scared to play the young guys. You know what I'm saying? I think their first 3 years in the league, if they do return, if they do any kind of special team return, they're aces at it, let them be aces at it. Once they lock down a position and once they're balling, as long as they can do both, what I'm saying, I don't worry about people getting hurt. I feel like these guys are professional football players. They know what they can and cannot handle, and they get paid a lot of money to do what they do. I think as fans, we are like, I don't want them to get hurt. I don't want them to get hurt. For me, I'm like, play them. You paying them to play. You know what I'm saying? If I'm giving some player $10 million, if I'm giving some player $25 million, if I'm giving some player $50 million, you need to play every damn down, period. You need to play every down, game in, game out, because that's how I feel like you're getting compensated, to play. And they all got things in their contract, so if they get hurt, things happen, we pray that they don't ever get hurt. At the end of the day, earn your money. This league's getting too much, passing out way too much money to players that ain't earned it. And that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But they're giving out too much money to a bunch of players who act like they don't want to play football because they're too scared to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? You even heard Saquon talk about, like those not cap years, those franchise tag years. He was kind of worried because he had no guarantee behind it. So he was playing a little hesitant, what I'm saying? Because he knows if he got hurt, on a 1-year deal, there was no financial freedom, moving forward. It could have been it. Every day you'll step on that football field, it could be your last day on the football field. And without a long-term contract, with financial freedom setting your mind, it keeps you from playing 100%. So I don't ever want any, especially none of these young bucks, they feel like they want to go return kicks, let them go return kicks. They want to play special teams. Malcolm Jenkins played special teams for us, and he was our starting safety, one of the best safeties we've had in our, in Eagles history. He played special teams for us, and he balled out at a high level. So if these guys want to go out there and play, let them play. And we as fans stop worrying about them getting hurt. I know it could be some some things that happen, I don't even like speaking on it because if you speak on it, kind of like you bringing it into the air. But you guys know what I mean. You don't have to worry about that. These guys are paid. They got some of the best trainers in the world. They got some of the best, medical staff in the world. Let these guys go out there and ball out. And like I said, I remember when I was playing some semi-pro football. I had knee surgery and I came back. I'm gonna be that guy again. I'm gonna go out there and ball out of control. I'm gonna rush for blah 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 yards, man. But guess what? I was worried about that knee all year long. And when I was worried about that knee, I was not running like the way I should. You know what I'm saying? I was not playing football the way I knew I was capable of playing because I was worried about an injury. So, don't worry about it. You gotta play football free. You play it free. You play it like it's a game to you. Because that's what it is. It's a game. You play free. You play loose. You go out there and have some fun. That's what it's about. And that's how I know this team is on that championship tip because they're playing and they're having fun again, man. We ain't seen these guys have this much fun. Remember the last time we won a Super Bowl? What did we see every game? Game in and game out. Touchdown celebrations. These guys are up there high-fiving, having fun, smiling on the sideline. And that is the same vibe we got this year. Even might even be a little bit more. The same vibe that we got this year, man, and I love it. And I think that is one thing that needed to return. We didn't see this last year when we were struggling. Even when we were 10-1, we didn't see so much celebrating and so much high-fiving and so much love out there on that football field. This team is a unit. They're a family, and they're a brotherhood. And I think that they will die for each other on that football field. One concern I did have, though, speaking of, he says, yes, sir, feed the beast. Yeah, we got to feed them, but to go to that point, if you want to get Saquon a little bit more rest early in the game, stay on your block a little longer. Like, I'm not going to hate on nobody. I'm not hating on our dominating offensive line. I'm not hating on our receivers. But early in that football game, he could have had more rushing yards if people would stay on their blocks a little bit longer. There's been a couple of games this season. I've seen it early in the game where it's like they just like, going through the motion, where they're getting in Saquon's way, or they're not holding on to their block, and their guys coming off and making the tackle. And it seems like the second half is when they kind of really bunker down and make sure, after the Stoutland's probably getting in their ass paws about not holding their blocks, is when they hold their blocks. And now you're seeing Saquon break for these long ones. But if you can do this in the beginning of the game, go to the whistle, offensive line, go to the whistle, receivers, go to the whistle. On some of these plays, I feel like Saquon would have a lot more bigger plays earlier in the game as opposed to just late in the game too. And that's just my opinion. That's what I see. I know maybe you guys see it a little different, but when I be watching, I be seeing some plays where like, damn, if you just still in your block, what I'm saying, for extra 5-10 seconds, 5 seconds, then that could have been a huge play. We could put these guys away early. I miss the days of putting them away in the first half. I do. I liked that. And I know, don't get me wrong. I do like destroying them in the second half. I do like that. But I do still miss putting them away in the first half. And imagine if we can do both. Destroy them in the first half, in the second half. Complete football games what we're striving for every single weekend and week out, man. So, the Eagles going to keep doing their thing, man. They're going to keep balling. We're going to keep being excited for this football team because they out there doing their damn thing, my guy. And I'm just here to let you know, be ready for the playoffs, baby, because we're definitely going to the playoffs. Be ready for a strong, Super Bowl push. Because like I said, I can't really see no team, in the NFC that's going to stop us from reaching the Super Bowl. I can't, The Detroit Lions, maybe. They got a double-headed monster. Their receiving course looking good with J-Mo out there doing his thing. And, Ahmad Rod from USC, I love him, but I don't think they're good enough. I don't think Goff's good enough. I don't think neither one of them they're good enough to beat. I know they got a better record right now, but I do not think they're good enough to beat the Philadelphia Eagles, And then once you get past that, who else is in the NFC you got to worry about? The Niners ain't the same no more. They can still make the playoffs because their division is so weak right now. They're all losers. No one else is coming out of the East right now. If Washington keep playing the way they've been playing, no one else coming out of the East. And then you got the South. Tampa Bay beats us in the playoff, but I don't see Tampa Bay beating us this year in the playoffs. Even if Atlanta goes, I do not see if we played Atlanta again. I do not see the Atlanta Falcons beating us again. in the playoffs. If we keep winning the way we will, we get home field advantage. And I don't think nobody is beating us in Philly in December and January. Nobody, no, nobody beating us for real. No one's beating us in December and November. So man, lock it down. Be excited as fan. Don't let none of these trolls, don't let none of these haters out there hate on you, hate on us, and let them tell us that we are not the team that we're supposed to be, that we are not the team that we really are. We are that team. We are that good. And we need to walk around with our chests, our hairs held high and our chest out, pumping our chest on every social media platform, letting them know that y'all can't fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? As an Eagle fan, y'all need to let them know that y'all can't fuck with us this year. And we still haven't reached our full potential yet. But even as that, right now, y'all not fucking with us. And ain't nobody fucking with us. This is the team that's going to Super Bowl, and this is the team that's going to win a chip, my guy. Write it down, bookmark it, whatever you want, because BIRDGANG told you this is what's happening. I knew once we got Barkley, man, it was going to be a whole nother game. And we are definitely showing it this year. And I can't wait to see what happens. So, hey, salute to all you guys, man, for tuning in, locking in. We are hour in here. Salute to the 45 on X, man, showing love on X as always, man. Salute to all you guys. Keep rocking, keep posting, reposting, retweeting, whatever you want to call it, man. Salute to all you guys from all the platforms that you are at. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys lock in with us tomorrow night on The Truth, man. And me and JC are going to be doing our things on The Truth tomorrow night. And we're going to really go back and break down this game a little bit more in detail, and also get you guys warmed up for this Baltimore Ravens game where you got two of the best quarterbacks in the league going at it. You know what I'm saying? With Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, you got two of the best running backs in the league going at it, and Saquon, Barkley, and Derrick Henry. But I think it might be, another one of them A.J. Brown type games. And for the love of God, please get Dotson the ball. I keep making Dotson my sleeper player of my fantasy picks, hoping that maybe just one time he can have a breakout game and be that X factor that no one else picked, and help me win the big mojo money. Because guess what? I would do this shit every day, all day, if I had the finances to do it. You know what I'm saying? If I can sit back, sit comfortably, my goal is one day, just all I have to do is podcast and not worried about nothing. I'll be bringing you back to the 3 lives a day during the season, the bid season. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be bringing those three live streams a day, more videos. That's my goal. Right now, working as much as I do, trying to support these Eagle flocks that I have. You know what I'm saying? I try to get on here as much as possible, try to get you guys as much content as possible. But guess what? I'm going to keep putting in the effort to keep bringing you guys more content as much as possible. But it starts with you guys helping me out, sharing on all platforms, and letting everybody know that BG is back, BIRDGANG31 is back, and I'm going to be bringing it to you live, one-on-one, saying, plus the truth every Tuesday night, man. So like I always say, man, fly, Eagles, fly. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m., make sure you tap into The Truth, the best Eagles podcast show out there, and I'll see you then. I'm out. Peace.
I was born to be a fighter, had these dreams.
Going on, everybody, man, and welcome to the